This person said, you know what would make chocolate and peanut butter better? Bird food. So they tossed raw quinoa in a pan and somehow ended up with a homemade crunch bar? This is either gonna be a nostalgic candy or I'm gonna need a dentist by the end of the day, so let's try it and see. We're starting with a 1/4 cup of quinoa, straight into a dry pan, mediumly heated. We're just gonna toast and shake. Once it starts popping like your knees on leg day, pull it off the heat. Then take 1/2 cup of stevia sweetened chocolate chips and melt them in the microwave. Pro tip, you don't need coconut oil if you do it slow enough. Then add in a 1/3 cup of crunchy peanut butter to a bowl. Better put some respect on its name. Now add in the toasted quinoa and the melted chocolate chips, and then whip it up and pour it into a parchment paper lined baking dish. We'll spread it out and then toss it in the freezer for an hour or two. Finally, now let's break it up into bars. Keep telling myself it's protein fudge. Okay, let's see if this is a nutrient-dense crunch bar or if this is a Michelin star meal for pigeons. Bon appetit. I feel very conflicted. The texture is kind of like Rice Krispies on creatine. I mean, the chocolate and the peanut butter are doing 90% of the work, but I respect the hustle because this thing tastes better than a crunch bar. 9.6 out of 10. Only lost points for sounding like something a yoga instructor would feed to her houseplants. Yes, this fits in a fat loss plan. No, you don't have to suffer. Link is in the bio if you want help.